Hey.
Hi.
Let me switch this up. I'm used to this side.
I know, yeah.
Hi, how are you, Ems?
How are you?
I'm good. Hi, everyone. We are like 5 minutes late. Exactly,
Oh,
1:05.
yeah,
We
good
could talk
call.
about technical difficulties, but we are here. So Amber is here. Marlene, you see, she's not here today. She's taking a little break. And Amber is in a hot seat. So
Yeah,
how have you been?
pretty good. A little busy. And now we have a toddler with a cold, so that's difficult. But
Yes, always. Hi, everyone. Hi, Byron. How was your birthday? It was Byron's birthday, I think, last week.
oh, right. Yeah, because he and my brother have either the same or very close
Oh,
birthday.
yeah?
Yeah.
Hi, Cynthia, Sharon, Fungo, Sally. Hi, Sally, Cassie. So thanks for joining us. Yes, Amber is going to decorate.
Yes.
Hi, Elena, Eileen. Hola. So, guys, today Amber is decorating. What are we doing?
Okay, so Mother's Day is coming up, so I thought I'd do some floral designs, and you know that I love the wet on wet technique, so that's what I'm going to be working on today.
Excellent. Can't wait to see what you.
And I have to switch the camera again. So,
Okay. All right. Very well.
so I'm going to switch this.
And as always, guys, you can find Amber's. Do you have a supply list or things that they can?
For this one, I didn't make a supply list today, but all of the stuff that I'm using is in my Global Belly store.
Okay, so the Global Belly.
Yeah. So I'm using, where are the cutters? Here they are. So these little plat cookie cutters are in my store.
Those are adorable.
And
How big are those? They're not
this one's just under 3 inches. This
nice
one's
size.
probably like a little, 2 3/4 or something.
Mhm. Beautiful.
And then the tipless bags and the colors are all there. Decorating tips, couplers, everything, scribe tools. So that's in the Global Belly store. So let's get started. Okay. So I actually got an email recently from a longtime follower who was asking about a design that I did like this that was probably 10 or 12 years ago. And I never made a tutorial for it, but I'd been meaning to for all these years. So I figured I would try that design again. So that's
Awesome.
what I'm doing.
So this is you redoing something you've done a decade ago.
Yeah, yeah.
That's awesome. Do you have a picture of the ones that you made all those years ago, or can they see them somewhere?
I don't even know where I put that. It might be on my blog
Yeah.
like a long time ago. Yeah, because it was just, I kept track of things differently back then. I had like a different system for organizing and all of that. So it's hard to find the old stuff.
Yes. And this is Amber's blog, SweetAmbs.com.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so I'm going to use an edible ink marker first to just kind of give myself a guide for piping these flowers. So this is just going to be like a very rough outline of where I want them to go. Did everyone have a nice Easter and Passover?
I did. We didn't do much. Did
Yeah.
you? How was the weather?
It was cold. It was pretty cold, but it was sunny. So we did an Easter egg hunt with the kids. They loved that. Thank you, Susan. Okay, so now I'm going to just outline everything in black flood consistency icing. I'm using a decorating tip 2.
Yes, Donald, this will be available. This is a live. We're doing a live streaming now, so you can watch the replay after we're done. It's available through the playlist on Facebook or also on YouTube on our respective channels on Facebook and YouTube. Um, and there's a playlist for live videos, so it's stored there, so you can always go back and watch it there. So how do you make your black icing? It's so dark and it seems like it's not bleeding,
Yeah,
right?
this is Chef Master Coal Black, which is my favorite black that I use. This one and also the Wilton Color Rate black is really good. They don't have like that weird taste that you get with some black food coloring. And I also make my black, like this is at least a few days old, this black icing that's been in the fridge.
Can you can you explain why you're doing the wet on wet this way for folks that don't know like like usually where we see people where we do wet on wet like where we ice everything and then we put ice we like let's say do the lines when we do the feathering or polka dots. So
Yeah.
what's the reasoning behind this technique when
So
you
this one, because the flower is so large that if I did this all in black and then tried to do such a large flower, it would just completely spill over the edge. So this is going to let me do both colors without having too much icing.
so it's basically to avoid icing falling off the cookie, right?
Yeah.
Or falling off.
Um,
So, mommy, my sugar cookie recipe, you can either use baking powder or you can omit if you are experiencing excessive spreading. Some people like it with baking powder because it just adds a bit of a different texture. So you can experiment on your own. I now don't use any baking powder, or on occasion I will add like quarter teaspoon or something, depending. But usually now I don't use any.
oh, you don't use any at all anymore?
Yeah, mostly not. I think I stopped a couple of years ago.
Okay, yeah.
Where we bought a new oven and I was experiencing like some just inconsistency in not consistent results. So
Yeah.
I was experimenting and yes. Hello, Stephanie.
So I'm trying to do this as quickly as possible. So I'm not too worried about what the icing looks like right now because I'm going to be using my scribe tool to fix it up. Today I've been really lucky with this icing. Like I made these other ones this morning and I was able to work on them for like 11 or 12 minutes.
Oh, really? On one cookie?
A long
Wow.
time. Yeah, before it crusted over.
So
So
what's the consistency on this?
this is my usual 15 to 20-second count. I don't know if it's like maybe the weather or because I don't have my fans running. It's just been behaving really well for me today.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's really it starts and these cookies now they are not too big also. This is not like
That's true. This is a smaller,
so it's
yeah,
a smaller size, so it also helps with the wet on
right.
wet. It definitely helps a lot when you're doing wet on wet.
So I'm just going to add some darker colors in here. Again, not worried too much about what it looks like at this point. I just want to get it in there.
On YouTube, mommy, I have a chocolate cutout recipe, and I absolutely love. For cookies, also, I use recipe that is for the mini tarts. I love that recipe for cookies also because there is like literally like no spread, but it's a recipe with powdered sugar. So Byron wants you to make Japanese or Chinese dragon cookies.
Oh, yeah, I remember that request.
Me too is asking, do you have to mix the royal icing after being in the fridge?
Yes. So it will definitely separate, especially if it's been sitting overnight or longer. So you will have to mix it up. That's why I don't like to store it in the bags for too long, because it separates. Sorry.
Yes.
So I always keep it in the container and then mix it up by hand before I use it again. So now I'm just using my scribe tool, and I'm just going to start blending these colors and give the icing a little bit more shape.
So I wonder, do you guys prefer this view so you can see better, or is
I prefer this one where we're both bigger.
okay?
So what? Yeah, but if
I prefer
everybody
the
else,
other one where I'm smaller. But okay.
I like to
I
see.
think, yeah, I think this is visually, this is
Yeah.
clearer to see. Um, Hello, everyone who is joining us. So Amber is here. Actually, we do have some announcement, right? You'll be joining us. Is that still the case?
Yeah, I'm coming back.
She is coming back, so I believe she'll be joining us every Friday. We'll be rotating. Um,
Yeah. So not next weekend, because I think Mar's doing her class, right?
yes, next Friday, Marlon is doing the class, and I will mention it in a little bit.
Okay. Yeah. So then the following week I'll be here every Friday like the old days.
So this is a good question. Denise is asking, do you? Oh no, sorry. Here it is. Oops. Do you have to make your icing days ahead for it to not to crust?
So I never really did any like experimenting with that, but it seems like that is working better for me in this case.
What do you mean when so that you made the icing days ahead?
Yeah,
That it's not crusting so fast?
right, right.
Oh, really? That's
No
interesting.
idea why that would be, but it seems to
Hmm.
be working out really well. So if you're having trouble crusting, then maybe give that a try. Like let it sit for 2 or 3 days in the fridge. You never know with royal
I
icing.
wonder if it has something to do because with the the crust, the meringue powder has egg whites, right? I wonder if the egg whites become like the dry egg whites become more relaxed, like with food.
Oh yeah,
Let
yeah,
those sit, it becomes relaxed. I wonder.
right.
I don't know.
No,
Just
maybe.
just a guess. So Denise, yes. So Amber just answered that question. Hi, Joseph.
Hello.
Welcome back, Amber. Hello from Louisiana.
Oh,
Oh, you
hi.
decorating the cookies. What kind of cookies are you decorating? Oh, Sharon, she uses pre-made black icing by CK. Interesting.
I like their royal icing mix. That's the one that they put in our cookie kits.
Yeah, cookie kits, exactly. But I've never ever, I didn't even know there are pre-made like colored icing mixes. I had like, I'm so, because I always make it by myself, so I didn't know.
Yeah. So you can see it's like it's crusting over a tiny bit around the edges, but I'm still able to work with it.
That's excellent. Mommy, we all do. We all do love her hands and nails.
Oh, thank you.
Green with envy.
Oh, so I have a little paper towel here that I'm using to wipe my scribe
But
tool
fish. Mhm.
so I don't get too much black in the middle of these flowers.
Hi, June.
Hi, June.
Oh, high heels for a shoe store. That's awesome. You're decorating high heels. Good luck with that.
Oh, that's fun.
That is fun. Hi, John. Sally says that you make it look so easy. Yes, John, this is Amber. If you can tell, I think we all can tell by the nails. I think that's a dead giveaway there. The nails.
Yeah, sorry, my face is off camera because I don't have a situation set up where it's like,
It's
yeah,
working out perfectly. I think they can see
yeah,
clearly, and your the picture is really nice, beautiful
great.
cookies. So Amber is today demonstrating how to do wet on wet technique.
Yeah, and if you want to get my recipes, you can head over to my Patreon. Those are available there. And then I also have pre-made mixes. So if you don't want to make it from scratch, you can get the mix from my Global Belly store.
So John, Marilyn is she's taking a day off. We're gonna be rotating. Amber is coming back on regular basis. She'll be here every Friday from the beginning of the May, I think, right? Next week
Yeah.
is the class.
Mm-hmm.
And Marilyn is just enjoying her day off. But she'll be back on. We'll be back Tuesday.
So now I'm using my scribe tool to just take tiny, tiny dots of icing to decorate the space between the flowers.
Oh, Angie, so your husband always tells you that you waste too many paper towels. Now, and you wipe them off. Now, I actually found a solution because of Lisa of Borderlands Bakery. I don't have it on me, but in IKEA also they sell these reusable. It's like a, what is the material? It starts on C. I can't remember. Um, it's used in kitchens, but I use it to wipe out. Like I have it always on hand, and it's damp, and I can wash it. So that's
Yeah,
how I'm trying to like. Because I would use like rolls and rolls and rolls.
right.
And the same thing. My husband is like, we gotta go broke. We have paper towels. So Lisa, do you find your black color bleeds with the other colors? I think you did touch up on that in the beginning.
Yeah, so this, I mean, I really haven't had problems with bleeding with this particular brand of colors. I also use like a lot of meringue powder in my royal icing, which helps with the color bleed. So that's this one. And then I'll just show you the other two designs also, which is like a different.
We do have a non cookie question here. Where does Amber get her nails done?
Nails are courtesy of Color Street.
But you do them
I
yourself.
do it myself, yeah.
Yes, she does them herself.
Yeah.
So Janet has a question for both of you. What brand or brands of food color gels do you find using yourself more often than others, and why?
I use Chef Master and Wilton Color Right because they're super concentrated. They don't have any weird taste.
Um,
Yeah.
I use primarily Americolor brand because they have such a wide range of colors. Chef Master also, and I also use some built-in colors and Pro Gel. Pro
Mm-hmm.
Gel I like because they have very unique like color. Some colors like they have strawberry, and they have beautiful claret color, and it's very very concentrated.
Yeah.
Um, but primarily it's Americolor brand and Chef Master both. But there are some colors from Wilton that I really like also. So it's yeah.
Right. Like the Wilton Delphinium Blue, like I used that for years and years and years.
So website is on the screen. This is Amber's website, sweetambs.com. And then the cookie kits that you can purchase from both of us are on Global Belly. So if you type in Global Belly Sweet Amps, you'll 100% sure Amber's store will open up. And then
Yeah.
if you type Global Belly Haniela's, my store will open up. Um, no worries, John. Sharon said it's beautiful.
Thank you.
Oh, better. Sally, yes. Well, we don't want any DNA anywhere. Better waste paper towels than lick the tools.
Yeah.
Yes. It's the Oh, that's wonderful, Joseph. Your book is almost done.
Oh, great.
Oh, thank you, Denise. That is so sweet. I'm glad you like the Easter bunnies. Yes, I guess they're washable microfiber paper towel. I guess that's what it's called.
Okay.
Yes, it's unfortunately, yes, Sally. It's because the connection sometimes
Oh yeah,
it's just
sorry.
it's a bit spotty. So that's what's happening there.
It was great for about 10 minutes.
Do you guys do gluten-free cookies? I don't know if Amber has a recipe. Do you have a recipe for
Um,
gluten-free?
I don't, but I have used like the King Arthur su-
Yeah,
gluten-free
they have
flour.
a 1-to-1 substitute ratio, and I have a recipe on the blog using that. Their
Okay.
mix, their mix. It's wonderful. Yeah, and it comes like if you go into wholesale, or I don't know where you are located, if you can actually get your hands on any kind of gluten-free flour. Could you also try to do a different flour? If so, how would you suggest doing it? Like a daisy, Katie's asking.
Um, yeah, I actually recently did some sunflowers using a similar technique. So I basically like flooded the cookie and then did a little dot and then did like, or no, I did the petals like just did dots and dragged them out into petals, I think is what I did. I don't really remember what I did for that, but very similar.
Let me see if this is it's a little out of yes. So Cynthia, it's Emery Color Brand, Chef Master. I guess I'm gonna do the in order of importance for me. So Emery Color Chef Master, um, Wilton, and Progel colors. I like. Of course, like they have certain colors that are really nice. Yeah, I don't think she can refocus Kathy. I think it's
Yeah, it's
Amber.
just my
Um,
internet connection is just not good today.
where um,
But
I'm
I'm gonna
trying to
make
see your
this will be
question, Trisha. I'm sorry if I missed it, but the questions are coming in and it's very they're just rolling in. So I don't know. Maybe can you ask again because I don't see it.
um what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, this is gonna be like a full tutorial, so you'll be able to see like a more detailed, better view of this once I post that. But this connection is just
Where will that be posted? Is that going to be
um
on your blog
yeah, that'll be on YouTube.
on YouTube?
Yeah. But yeah, this internet thing is driving me crazy.
Well, it's there's not much you can do about it. I'm trying to see your question, Trisha, but I don't. I'm like I'm having a hard time. Sometimes they maybe didn't post here because we are not. I'm not on Facebook nor am I on YouTube. We are using a. Oh, here I see it. I think this is it. What did you use? What did you use in mixing your icing sugar to have this consistency? Like, I guess what did you? I guess how did you achieve this consistency? I guess that's the question.
Yeah, so it's confectioner sugar, meringue powder, and water, and vanilla, a little bit of salt. So you just have to, add enough water that it's what we call 15 to 20-second count flood consistency. And that just means when you take a scoop of icing and drop it back into the bowl, it should take between 15 and 20 seconds to be completely smooth. And that takes some trial and error to get there.
Oh yeah, Wedgwood blue would be nice. I did Wedgwood blue, I think, on Easter bunnies years ago. That would be also nice. Anything, right? You love Wedgwood. That's like your
I
favorite
know,
color.
yeah.
It's like your favorite thing.
Yeah, that's one of the first cookies I ever made was like a Wedgwood kind of inspired design.
So Sally, if you're out of black color, you could make kitchen sink black.
Mm-hmm.
That's, I think, what Marley would say. So
Yeah.
Katie is asking, what's your favorite type of designs to make? Both of us. She's asking both of us. So can you maybe? I'm gonna guess yours. Okay? Can I
Okay.
just guess yours? Well, I think it's the filigree.
Yeah.
It's the filigree, and your roses are always gorgeous, and anything with a beaded border and
Mm-hmm.
gold,
Yep.
gold,
And
and
brush
yeah, I think that,
embroidery.
yes, brush embroidery also. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hi Kim, how are you? We are doing well. Jeanette is loving your cookies.
Thank you.
Jeanette, I'm sorry, I'm terrible with names. We are thinking of you, Kim. You got this. You are a warrior.
Oh, yeah, that's great. Good. Happy to hear that.
Yes, white gel can also help with the color bleed. Yes, it has some additives in it and stabilizers. I have used it, but I do believe in resting. I think, right? I mean, resting your color, allowing it to rest, and just having the pigment sit for several days, it
Yes.
helps significantly. And then obviously after you ice your cookies, it's a good idea to expose them to circulated air so you kind of crust faster.
Right.
What icing are you using today?
This is royal icing.
So Amber is using real icing. Sally thinks that your middle name is filigree.
It should be.
Hello, Mrs. Spiegel.
Hi, Grandma.
Oh, I love it. It's magical. Internet is so magical sometimes, no?
When it works
When
properly.
it works. No, I mean that your grandmother is watching with decorating. It's magic.
Yeah, no, it is really cool.
Yes, yes, it's a little fuzzy um, because of the internet connection. That's all. There is not much we can do about it at this point, guys. So I would just, yes, so just enjoy what you are, seeing on the screen. There is not much we can do at this point.
Okay, so
So how was your icing thin enough um, to fill so fast, but not to run out, like fall off the cookie?
that's just how it is with that 15 to 20-second count icing. It's like the perfect consistency where it's nice and smooth, but it doesn't go off the edge. It's easy to control. So that has a lot to do with the meringue powder in the icing, which is what kind of gives that that almost like elastic quality to it.
Kim, I'm totally with you. Yes, you bought a filigree stencil because there is no way I could freehand like Anne. Well, she's done it so many times. She could. I remember you had shared a story that you would actually be doing that in school and just doing little drawings all the time.
That's
So
right.
it's like, you could do it blindfolded. If I would bet on it that you
Yeah.
could do it blindfolded. And so we have a question, and I use royal icing too, but my recipe comes out too liquidy. Do you have a recipe for your royal icing?
Yeah, so my recipe is it's in the shop and it's on Patreon.
So
Uh,
Patreon, if you don't
yeah.
know what that is, it's where is it? Oh, you can see, so you can actually, here it is. So Amber's project, there's a lot of recipes also on her template shop. And also here is the Patreon forward SweetAmbs. It's
So this
a
consistency,
platform, a subscription platform. You
yeah.
subscribe and it's a monthly subscription.
So that's where I
But
put
you
all
also,
my
but you
recipes.
also have a recipe on the blog, right? On SweetAmbs.
It's like not the whole recipe, but it's just that's more of my tips and tricks kind of
Okay. And
post.
then the full recipe is also in your coffee shop.
Yeah.
So
Um,
coffee shop, that's like if you don't want to subscribe to Patreon, if you don't, or you can always make one-time purchase in the coffee shop, and the link is on the screen.
do we like it with the border or without?
I like them both. I mean, I like them both.
Yeah.
I mean, the border finishes it up. I think it's
Hmm.
beautiful. It's hard. It is a bit hard to see, but I do see white outline. So
Oh, okay. Oh, I'm
um,
so annoyed with this internet.
oh, you can see any of the comments. Yes, I guess it's yeah. It's sometimes there are things out of our hands. Really, we just have to roll with what's happening. So we were talking about the recipe. So why is it so runny? So it's probably runny because you had too much liquid. So try to maybe scale down on the liquid. And my recipe comes out thick. That's how I like it. I like it very thick. So
Yeah,
that's
mine too.
starting point. So I can have the thick recipe and then I can thin it down. And if I need to use it to make flowers or something like that, a thick stiff royal icing, so I have it ready. Joseph, I'm doing very well. Thank you for asking. It's Friday. Yeah, okay, I just like, is it Friday? In my
Yeah,
head, like
it is.
Friday. So we do have some questions. Okay. Um, yes. So yes. Sorry, guys, if you're feeling frustrated being in blurry, but like I said, there's nothing much we can do about it. So Katie is asking if you're going to post the tutorial.
Yeah.
Okay, so there's going to be a tutorial as well. Okay, what did we talk? What did I say? Okay, seriously, like this week my brain is frozen. So what did I say? What do you want to see? I don't know what to
I don't know. I don't know
Sorry.
what you said
I'm
either.
sorry. I'm like, seriously? Like, I keep saying everyone that my brain is frozen. So, Susan, what are your preferred meringue powder to? What is your preferred meringue powder to use? What do
I
you
use
use?
Wilton.
Yeah, I'm a Belgian girl as well.
Yeah.
Yes. And I have been for 12 plus years. So, and I'm not, yeah, I'm not switching anytime soon.
Yeah, me too.
I've been pretty happy. Yes. Yes.
Oh, the filigree blindfolded. That's what she was saying.
Yes. Well, yes. Yes, he likes it with white border. Well, if you don't like it, okay. If you find it boring, there's a way to leave. Okay, so you don't have to be here. Sorry, I don't want to be rude, but this is a free class. We do this for folks. So if you don't want to be here, you don't have to.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Everybody's loving it.
Thank you.
Yes, Byron, she does make beautiful cookies always. How long will the royal icing keep in the refrigerator?
I mean, if you're gonna eat it, I would say like 10 days, 2 weeks. But really, if you're just using it to practice, like forever, like it doesn't really ever go bad. Like it just the consistency changes over time, but yeah, if you're gonna eat
I
it,
I keep mine for 4 weeks in the
hmm
fridge. It's been
hmm
fine. But I do agree for certain things. It's fresher icing, like for letters and for like icing, like the borders and things
hmm
like that. The fresh icing just behaves differently. The like the icing that has been sitting in the fridge for 4 weeks, I would probably like use to flood and not to pipe details. I find that for details, fresher icing just works better for me, from my
hmm
experience. Oh yes, Sally. Those leaves, yes. Thank you. So I think we can. Do you have anything you would like to add today?
Oh, you know what? I did want to tell everybody about the upcoming cookie kits that I have.
Okay.
So
So
for my
let's see.
Bakers
Let's
Club
see.
members, you can subscribe and get a different cookie decorating kit every month. So this is an upcoming kit that I'm going to be um, sending out. I think it's going to be June's kit. So Baker's Club is at Global Belly, cookie kit every month, and access to my private Facebook group where you can ask me anything. And how about you? What do you have going on?
I'm just working hard. new, no, I do have, but it hasn't been finalized for the May subscribers, for the Bake Club. There will be like a little free cookie cutter, but we haven't figured out what cutter that is gonna be, so I'm gonna announce that soon. So
Okay.
those who are subscribed, yes, watch out for an update. Okay, do we have any more questions?
Thank you, everybody. Oh, and thank you, Alyssa. I see Alyssa's here. She's been in a few classes with me, in
Okay.
person classes when I used to
Oh,
do
in
in
person
person.
classes. So Denise, what brand of petal dust do you recommend?
I use Crystal Colors dust in luster dust and matte. That's at sugarpaste.com. I love those. And then Wilton has good ones too for dry dusting.
Yeah, yeah, they are food safe. They are
Yeah.
food, they are FDA approved. If you are using them on cookies, that's what you want to use. So thank you guys for joining us today. I hope you enjoy the live. We'll be
Are we
back.
sisters?
Oh, we are sisters. We are not sisters.
We've never even met in real life.
We are not
Isn't
met.
that
We almost met. Almost.
That was
Remember?
March 2020. We had a
Yes, we
big plan.
almost met. We had big plans with Mar. We
Mhm.
were all gonna meet. No, it was just us, right? Or was it
Oh
Mar?
no,
I
it
don't
was
remember.
going to be the
It
three
was
of us.
also Mar too. Mar was gonna, yeah, she was gonna fly in, but the COVID happened. So and then I moved to Spain.
Yep.
Yeah, big things. So we never met, but we hope we will meet at some point.
Yeah. Thank you, Kim.
How do you know? Okay, I do have one more. How do you know if a dust is better for dry dusting or mixing with alcohol and painting?
I mean,
That's
I
an
use them. What?
that's an excellent question.
Yeah. I just use them both for dry and painting. Um, yeah. I just do both
You
with
just
the one.
mix it with like alcohol or something to
Yeah,
paint,
yeah. So
and
the
then
like
after it dries, can you like reuse it like with luster dust? Is it
yeah,
possible to scrape to kind of like scrape that off and put it back into the yes?
yes,
Or,
that's what I
yes.
do.
Yeah, so you don't have waste.
Hmm.
All right, guys. So we're going to wrap it up. Thank you so much for joining us for today, and we will be back on Tuesday. And also I wanted to mention those of you who still want to join us on Friday next week. Marlon is having a mini class doing the live, and we'll be doing. She'll be showing how to do this beautiful dress cookie,
That is
and
so cute.
you can learn more about it, how to join, and things that you need in our Patreon groups. Okay, so that's happening on the 29th. So this is the schedule for next week. Let me just take this comment off. So I'm going to be decorating on 26th, and I think as a reminder, I will be doing like a felt texture, so that should be fun. And then on 29th is Marlin class, and then from that week on, we will be alternating Fridays with Amber. On Tuesday, it will be Marlin and I always decorating, like one of us will be decorating, and then on Friday, Amber will join us. Okay,
Yes.
guys. So I'm going to take this off. Thank you so much, and have a great weekend.
Thanks,
Bye.
everyone. Bye.